His time's expired. Chair now recognizes the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Gooden.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. General George, the Army says it's cutting bureaucracy and reinvesting in lethality. But historically, we've seen so-called cuts in headquarters just result in reshuffled org charts and no real savings. Could you show me exactly how much manpower and overhead will be eliminated under ATI and how much of those resources are being redirected to frontline units, specifically those based in Texas like Fort Cavazos and Bliss?
Yeah, we could come over, Congressman, and walk that to you in detail after the budget comes through. And again, what we're trying to do, we have a budget, and we are trying to build the very best Army for that. And again, everything that we've looked at that's on that list, we know we can better use that money in different capability, and that's what we're focused on. So, I mean, salaries are money. The things that we have to do, and if we have duplication in effort or we have inefficiencies, we're all about making those adjustments.
And Congressman, just to the end strength, the actual soldiers, when we talk about these 1,000 soldiers that are up in headquarters, it's not cutting them from the United States Army. It's cutting them from jobs that they hate, where they are. We the Army, have forced them to push paper back and forth, and we are returning them to do the job that they love, which is what they signed up to do. And so, at least as far as I know, no soldier that is among the group that we have told, hey, we're pushing you from headquarters back out to your units, has been anything other than thrilled.
The goal is to grow our combat formations, to put people in combat formations.
Good to hear. Thank you. Also, I want to thank you for your support for Gray Eagles for the Army National Guard through the appropriations in FY23 and 25. And it's my understanding that Army Gray Eagles are now currently helping to protect our borders, and that has significantly increased their operational tempo. Patrolling the border seems like a perfect fit for the National Guard to perform, and I wonder if the Army is giving any thought to adding Gray Eagle force structure into all 8 divisions.
Not really, Congressman. And again, with Gray Eagle, you take Gray Eagle as it's a great platform, has been a great platform for us. It's very expensive. There's 150 people in a company. It requires an airfield. And I think there's platforms out there right now that are probably a tenth of the cost, can be operated with 3 or 4 people and can fit in the back of a truck. And so, that's kind of what we're looking at going, that we could have more of those systems, we could have more capability for less money, and they would be updated and moving forward. I think that's where we need to move.
And Congressman, for the Gray Eagle in particular, we are grateful as the United States Army for any asset we've been given or the dollars you gave us to go purchase. We want to use it in its most effective way. There are tools, as General George mentioned, that are significantly cheaper and better, that what we are saying is we don't think we should purchase anymore.
Thank you. I got one more question for you. Talking about AI, the Army in particular pays for humans to translate everything, and translation services. This probably wasn't on your radar today, but the definition of government waste is in essence what we're doing now, and generative AI foreign language translation solutions are being used today by several Army units to drastically increase the efficiency of Army linguists, but more could be done. And I'm wondering if you could discuss any plans, if you have any, to expand AI language translation technology across all Army divisions, and where in your budget you would allocate these resources.
I can take the first part, which is almost nothing gets me more excited than the use cases of things like generative AI, both for the warfighting function of the Army, but also the Army as a business. General George and I reference us as 2 discrete functions. One is a very lethal killing machine, and then the other one is just a large enterprise scale business that moves people and things around the country and the world. AI is going to unlock so much value immediately on the Army as an enterprise business that we are looking actively for every single place that we can possibly take. We have over 200 business systems, enterprise level systems that we use. I'm picking a number that I think General George would agree with. I don't think we need more than 20, and AI is going to be incredible for things like language services that helping us achieve that.
Super. Maybe at the next hearing we'll hear what gets you more excited than that. So thank you, and appreciate the work you're doing. Yield back.